Oh, this is Way of Weinstein. Wherever you may be and however you may be watching live in the financial district of New York City, Facebook Live and YouTube. Here to talk Broad City, Season 4, Episode 10, the season finale, Friendiversary. Okay, so overall, I think we can all agree this whole season was a step down from previous seasons because Broad City, it had a lot of hit and miss episodes this season, especially the Shrooms cartoon, which I've spoken with people who have engaged in those activities and they said they got it, but like as someone who hasn't partaken in those activities, it just went completely over my head. But yeah, to talk about this episode, which did make me laugh a lot, not as much as the Florida episode, which was by far and away the best episode of the season. So for this episode, love the whole scavenger hunt with where Abby was going all over the place, going through the dumpsters, throwing through, thinking that men were gonna flash her. That bar where Alana turned out to be the old guy, and like how she's the horse, and they go out to they got chicken tenders and margaritas. So Alana's telling this really heartbreaking story of her grandma Rose, who literally had these diamonds that she'd shit and eat and shit and eat until they got to America, and she gave them to Abby. And I was like, oof, that is way too intense of a gift. And how Abby completely forgets the Friendiversary and saying how she got her like a hydrating mask and yeah, just admit you've forgotten, such is why she agreed to pay. And those chicken tenders did look good. I wonder where that place is in the city. If that actually is a real restaurant in the city, I would like to go there. And so like they're on the Empire State Building, and it's funny how Alana's seeing all these different sex things of like people going at it, and Abby's seeing different people who were just like either masturbating or just things that aren't as appealing to watch to a large group of people, and then how they see what appears to be a murder, someone pushing someone off a balcony, and then that starts the whole like kind of plot for the episode. They think they went to a murder. They follow the guy. He goes to a karaoke bar, has a dessert, has some milk. Then he goes to a movie theater. They go into the guy's apartment, which from there, which the old white guy who's the doorman. Yeah, I mean, I live in a doorman building. I mean, realistically, it doesn't take that much to get past them. All you really have to do is just say, "I'm here to see so and so," and they're like, "Okay." So yeah, and for the whole over is the thing, he thought they were hookers, and they brought the cake, and thinking that they were gonna die. It was nice that Abby went in front of Alana when he's got the knife, and from there, how it turns out to be like a sex doll, and the reason why he had her in the bag is he was gonna replace her. Apparently, like a doll hospital, which okay, interesting. And the cops from before didn't believe him that they saw someone pushed off because there's no evidence, because there's no blood, because it wasn't a real person, and there was no murder. But yeah, overall, like how it turned out to be Terry's birthday, and he eats the cake like a savage. It makes you think that maybe he did murder someone. And then overall, they're talking about all the adventures they went in. They've done over the 4 years since over the TV show, and the different feet that they like to see, which I really didn't get that. Which people saying they got feet jobs and different covered other things about feet. Michael Jordan, Kim Kardashian. I mean, honestly, I really didn't get that part. But overall, this episode, I enjoyed it. I laughed a good amount. Again, this season, just coming off last season where you had the getting there and the whole birthright, where the whole episode was on the birthright plane, which that was absolutely hysterical. The only episode this season that was on that level was the Florida episode, and you have Susie Essman as Alana's mom. I'm not saying to make her a series regular, but try to use her as much as you can without her being a series regular. And I would love to see Fran Drescher in more episodes, so that would be great. And the whole concept of the scavenger hunt and the murder, I like creative things like that. So overall, I liked this season, but it was a big step down from last year, which was a fantastic season. But yeah, Broad City is confirmed for a 5th season. Not sure when it's coming back. But yeah, if you like this video, like it, share it, comment it, and subscribe to my YouTube channel, Way of Weinstein. I'm not exactly sure when the next video is going to be because Curb's over, Broad City's over. But yeah, again, if there's something big that happens in sports that I want to talk about, definitely I'll hear. And stay tuned for like other big events that happen in sports, whether that's NBA, NFL, NHL, MLB. But yeah, again, subscribe, Way of Weinstein. Have a good night.